Alright, let's check out the event structure, if you will, for the one final limited time series. Of course, that is for 2018 Ford Falcon FGX. So as I said in previous video for the Holden Commodore, 10 days basically running till the next update rolls out on October 8th. So that's a decent amount of time to run through these limited time series. So in the meantime, let's check this out. 2018 Falcon FGX Championship. Of course, features the Monster energy drink livery. That's pretty cool. So win a Ford Falcon FGX 2018 by 100% completing this special limited time series. One of the 3 manufacturers racing in this year's super cheap Auto Bathurst 1000, just like last year and the year before. Alright, so let's check out once again identical prize or reward structure. 15 tiers in total, 45 races, and if you want to complete the series instantly, which is what I'm going to do right now, so I can check out the details of what type of events that we're going to have to run through here. Let's do that. Cost 1,095 gold. Yes, 100% completion, 80 gold, and whatever racing dollar amount that we get. And just like the other 2 supercars, I already have the 9 cash upgrades on board, and that brings the PR up to 55.3, as you can see. So by now you're probably familiar with what's going on here. So last year, what is the PR requirement? So let's check that out. It's going to be a 3-lapper at Hockenheim, by the way. And yep, it's the same PR 62.4 as I was kind of anticipating. So once again, to reach that PR, the cheapest way to go is once again going to be maxing out the engine. Right. And then drivetrain up to 3rd tier upgrade by getting that 2nd tier cash gold upgrade and the racing dollar upgrade following. And then same for body, so gold upgrade 2nd tier, cash upgrade following tier. And then suspension and exhaust, we already have 2 upgrades with cash only, and we don't need to get the 3rd tier gold upgrade on those. And the brakes, we're gonna get the 2nd tier gold upgrade, but 3rd tier cash upgrade is once again optional, because even without it, we can reach the required PR by, in fact, that's something that we have to do here. Tires and wheels 46, and the following cash upgrade. So that's 0.6 PR boost is what we need. And as I said in the Holden video, brakes, cash upgrade just does not deliver. 0.1 PR shy. So we're going to have to get the tires and wheels up to 3rd tier upgrade. So once again, identical upgrade scheme here. And I'll have to compare actual spec difference out of the 3 cars to see if you're getting just one car, which one is going to be the best one to get. It kind of depends on your driving style, you know what I mean? But for this video, let's go ahead and check out what kind of events that we're gonna have here. So for Holden, they threw us those speed record and speed snap events like every 3rd tier. So early on we should have no problem running through, but for Ford we got speed snap in 2nd tier and speed record in 3rd tier, so they are not in the same tier. All right, and then tier 4 we got drag race. Hopefully these early stages or early tiers I'll be able to run through without servicing the car. We'll see how it goes. And then tier 6, speed snap. Are we going to have a speed record in tier 7? Yes, we do. So let's see. That's a little different, isn't it? So second tier, speed snap. Third tier, speed record. Fourth tier, drag race. Yes, those 3 are the only ones that I'm concerned about, because those are the ones that kind of force you to service the car. And then we get a pass on tier 5, and then tier 6, speed snap returns. And then tier 7, speed record returns. Does that mean tier 8, is there going to be a drag race returning? No, or tier 8. So we get a pass on tier 8. And then tier 9, speed snap returns. Tier 10, speed record returns. So there is kind of a pattern. And the tier 11, there you go, drag race. So once again, speed snap and speed record does come back every 3, doesn't it? Like speed snap is on 2, and okay, not on 5, but 2, 6, and we had it on 9, right? 9 and 12. So this one's little messy. And then 14, and then that's the last of the speed snap. So let's check this out. This is a little bit more complicated. Early stages I'm just going to ignore, because technically I should be able to run through without having to service the car if they're playing nice, but we'll see. Just make sure you don't win these early events by, too large of a margin of victory, because if you do, then even early on you may have to service your car in order to get through some of these events that rely, it is type of skill, I suppose, but you don't really have to know the track all that well to, well, for example, drag race. And it's all about timing of how well you can count seconds, right? So yeah, you know what I mean. So so I'm hoping that by I'll be able to at least get to tier 6 without servicing the car in this limited time series. And as I've mentioned in the previous video for Holden Commodore series, this one we got a cup race here. So once again, if the car is already in red, most likely it will be by the time I get to tier 6. And if I get stuck at speed snap, then I will probably just do the cup race first, because cup races are typically doable even when the car is in red, as long as you have the PR requirement met. And of course, I'm gonna start out with the PR already, up to where it needs to be, or at least some pretty close to it. Get the upgrades done, since we know exactly how many upgrades we're gonna need to complete this series. So tier 6, I might need to service the car once, and once I get that done, I can get through both speed snap and speed record in tier 7 without too much trouble. And then the cup race here is just a 2-lapper at Dubai Club Circuit, so that should not give me, that should not wear out the car too much. But tier 8, we actually have a Daytona Cup Race 2-lapper plus head-to-head and Mount Panorama single-lapper. So those combined with the Cup Race from the previous the tier 7 and the speed record, that is a full lap. It's New York, so it's a lap and a half or so, right? So that might actually, well, yeah, most likely that's going to put the car in red by the time I get to tier 9. And of course, we do have a speed snap here. So if I play my cards right, I'll probably just get through the cup race at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit, 2-lappers, 2-lapper. So that's going to wear down a big chunk of the service bars if you're running in green, but I should be able to get through that one even when the car's in red. Same for endurance at Hockenheim there. So speed snap, would be the one that I possibly may have to service the car. And then once I get the car serviced, then I should be able to get through the tier 9 and 10. But we have, of course, one at Le Mans that is guaranteed to wipe out your service bars, even with a single lap, combined with, let's say, another event like Speed Wrecker where you have to do a full lap. It's just a junior course at Monza, but you know, that's a full lap. And then of course we got another full lap race at Nürburgring. I know it's a short one, Mühlenbachschleife, but it's, once again, it's not like autocross or Speed Snap where you have to run a very small section of a circuit. So most likely I'll have to get the car serviced after tier 10, which means I'll be ready for this drag race. And then we got a 3-lap at Mazda Raceway, so that's not a short one. I mean, Mazda Raceway isn't the longest circuit, but it's not the shortest either. It's not like Brands Hatch. I consider that fairly short circuit because the Indy circuit that we have is pretty short. Mazda Raceway, slightly longer, of course, as you guys know. It's like I would compare it to like international circuits at like Silverstone. I think it's a little bit longer than national circuit, so that is something to keep in mind here. And then Cup at double lapper at Spa, so that is going to be definitely put the car in red if it didn't do prior to. I might be able to actually make it through here, so that's what, second service, or yeah, right? And then I'm gonna have to get the car serviced again, so that's the third time I will have to service the car, right? Because the first one was around tier 6 or 7, possibly somewhere around there. Then I get a pass until I get till tier 9, which will get me through 10. And then I'll most likely have to get it serviced again by the time I get to 11. So that's the third time I would have to service the car. But then I should be able to get through tier 12. Tier 13, there's a Speed Wrecker, so most likely I'll have to get the car serviced one more time. Although Speed Wrecker at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit, there's a section that you can turn around and go get higher speed than you might otherwise normally. But we'll see what the target is going to be. Obviously, if you can just retry until you get it, but my feeling is I can get to tier 13, get autocross and the cup race done, and then get the car serviced. That would be like, what, 4th time I'd be servicing the car. Get the Speed Record done, Speed Snap done, and even if I have the car in red, I should be able to complete the remaining events. So that's like 4 services, right? So something like that. So something to keep in mind, right? All right. So yeah, so that'll do for this video, and I'll make one more video to compare the cars, the 3 supercar spec comparison. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good, doesn't it? All right, so we'll see you in that video. As always, if you like the video, press that thumb up button, and if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. It does help me out, man. So all right, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.